Hey friends, my name is Oleg, this is Mr. Bond, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to do a full review of this Star King watch. Star King has reached out to us and offered to send in this watch for review. We agreed because we always want to bring some good value for money watches to your attention. And in fact, this is a pretty good value for money watch. It has a Seiko NH36 movement, it has a stainless steel case, it has a sapphire crystal, it is sold on Amazon, and all of that for $65 US. At this point you might be thinking, is there a catch? And the catch are these diamonds on the dial. Of course they're not real diamonds for $65, and it's a very puzzling choice to include these fake diamonds on the dial. Other than the diamonds, the watch itself is actually not too bad. The watch has a 41mm diameter, it's 47mm from one lug to another, it has a 22mm lug opening, and it's 11.5mm thick. Here's what the watch looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. I think for the most part it fits pretty well. That 41mm diameter does wear larger, it wears closer to 42 because there's not much of a bezel, so pretty much the whole diameter of the watch is the dial. The weight on the watch is fairly comfortable, 128 grams. This one is available in 3 different color combinations. I went for this PVD coated black version. I like the stealthy look that it has. Also, you should note that on their Amazon page it states that the lug opening is 20mm. However, it is a 22mm lug opening, so if you are buying one of these watches, keep that in mind in case you want to replace the strap. And maybe you do actually want to replace the bracelet. So the bracelet is not awful. It has this stainless steel bracelet with surprisingly solid end links and solid links. It also has this butterfly styled engineered clasp. So all of that is done pretty well. However, the overall quality, the overall feel of the bracelet is not that great. It is a fairly comfortable bracelet, so I can't complain about it too much, and I have certainly seen a lot worse bracelets in a much more expensive watches. As I mentioned before, this one has a stainless steel case with the PVD coating. You could also buy just a stainless steel case without any PVD coating. That would be the usual choice for me. However, for this review, I wanted to choose something a little different, showcase a watch a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I thought I'd go for the PVD coated version. The finish is alright. It does have alright sharp angles. I mean, you're not expecting too much for $65, so this one will get the job done. I also like the texture on this bezel, so it doesn't rotate or anything, it just has kind of a contrasting texture. I think it looks pretty good. We have a crown at the 3 o'clock position. It's a push-pull style crown, so it's not a screw-down crown. The watch only has 50 meters of water resistance, and again there is a small discrepancy between their Amazon listing and reality. So on their Amazon listing they claim that you can go for a swim with this watch. I would strongly recommend against that. This is not a watch to go swimming with. Maybe washing dishes, things like that would be okay, but definitely not swimming. So the crown is signed with the Star King logo. It's kind of hard to see on this PVD coated version, but nevertheless it is signed. Looking at the case back, it's a see-through case back with a bunch of writing all around it, and you can see through the display window that Seiko NH36 movement. That is clearly the star of the show. Having that movement in a watch in this price is pretty amazing. And I know what you're gonna say, well Oleg, we've seen this movement in watches in this price category. In fact, a watch that I'm excited to review in the future is Pagani designed Diver, the Rolex Submariner homage. That watch has a ceramic bezel, it has a sapphire crystal, it also has a Seiko NH movement for $65 or $70. So we've seen these movements in these types of watches. However, it is still impressive that Star King was able to get this type of movement into a watch and still keep it under $65 US. So that's well done. And Seiko NH36 is a workhorse movement. It has 24 joules. It beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It has 41 hours of power reserve, hackable, hand windable, has a day-date complication. This one is running fairly accurately. I'm getting within 12 seconds per day. As mentioned in the introduction of this video, the watch also has a sapphire crystal. I think it only has a sapphire crystal at the front, so the back crystal is a mineral crystal. I mean, you're not really expecting a sapphire sandwich in this price category. The crystal is nice and flat. Looks like it doesn't have a lot of AR coating, if any. and the separation between the case and the crystal is very evident, especially in this PVD darker case. You can right away tell that there is a slight border around the crystal, like the crystal doesn't fit as flushly, as neatly into the case as it could. And that's one of the telltale signs, at least for me, that this is a cheaper watch. Nevertheless, it is still impressive that they were able to get a sapphire crystal in a watch of this price category. And now let's talk about the most puzzling thing on this watch. That's the dial and the design. So the dial overall is fairly attractive. It has a nice sunburst to it. It's a deep black dial. It has a texture on the outer edges of the dial where the applied hour marks are. It also has a date window by the 3 o'clock position. Not too much writing, just Star King written by the 12 o'clock position. Automatic, water resistant to 50 meters written by the 6 o'clock position. And all the way at the bottom it says sapphire crystal. Kind of a funny thing. Usually it would say Swiss made in Swiss made watches. These guys chose to go for sapphire crystal. Alright, doesn't bother me too much. However, what does bother me are these fake diamonds on the dial. I absolutely hate them. And that would be a deal breaker for me personally. Everything about this watch seems like a pretty good dress watch. It's a slim case, 11.5 millimeters. It's not too large. 41 millimeters is on the larger side, but Orient Bambino is 40 millimeters, so it's not outrageously huge. The overall comfort of it is pretty good, and the overall styling is not too bad for a dress watch or for a casual watch, other than these fake diamonds. They are an absolute deal killer for me. However, I still wanted to review this watch because not everyone shares the same style as me, and maybe some of you guys will actually like to have these diamonds on the dial, so that's why I'm reviewing this watch. Just get rid of those diamonds on the dial and this watch would be 2 thumbs up from me. As it stands right now with these diamonds on the dial, I don't like it. That would be a deal breaker for me personally. I appreciate you watching this video until the end. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the review. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss videos like this. We have a state of the collection video coming up very soon. And leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this watch. Are you buying one? Are you letting this one go? What other Chinese specials do you prefer over this watch? Leave all those comments below. I always enjoy reading them. By the way, today on my wrist I'm wearing Tudor Black Bay 58. I still haven't done the review for the watch, just didn't have enough time to do that. I promise it's coming soon, but in the description of this video there will be a link to a story behind the purchase of this watch. I will also leave another 2 links in the description. Number 1 is a link to bondnatostraps.com. We are now offering good quality NATO straps, so if you're looking for a good quality NATO strap and want to support the channel at the same time, that's a good way to do it. And the second link is a secret link. Have a look if you're curious. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Do you want snacks? Do you want broccoli? Okay, let's go film. Let's go film. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.